my mom's here. She's the only one who loves me in the world, so we're off to a good start. This is my first headlining weekend. I'm so pumped up at Photo City. This club is fucking beautiful, by the way. Can we just acknowledge? I love how whoever designed this club was like, I think we should use a chandelier or two, and then they were like, maybe 8. I think we need 10 TVs. I really want to drive the point home. Hello, am I a Duchess? Thank you. I'm the Duchess of Brussels. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. I had to take a little break. I had to take a short break from doing my favorite thing to do, which is stand-up comedy. I had to take a little break a couple months ago, but it was a really legit excuse. It was for real, major life event. I actually got married. Don't clap, it's disgusting. Why do people always clap? That's such cheap applause. Whenever I say that at comedy clubs, I'm like, I got married, and everyone's like, woo! Who's gonna be like, I don't approve? Well, I don't care for it very much. Obviously. But I feel like the people who are clapping along are always other married couples, And they're all clapping because we're in this horrible hostage situation. They're clapping, but there's horrible fear in their eyes. They're like, can you kill him? I'm like, I don't think so. I think the authorities would frown upon that. But who here is married? Do we have any married couples? You raised your hand so sad. Are you okay? Who are you pointing at? My grandma? You're married to my grandma? She's like, I'm married to your grandmother. Don't you remember? It was a lovely ceremony. Your grandma is a lesbian. We talked about it. What's happening? Are you pointing at an empty fucking chair? That's your... Oh. He left already?
No, he's fishing.
He's fishing? I hate him. I will kill him. I'm gonna murder him later. Why is he fishing? It's night. It's nighttime. Salmon, is that what you do at night? You're like, it's 9 p.m. Perfect time for salmon fishing. Ever heard of it? Yeah, we do it under the cloak of night. I'm so happy that you're here and he's wasting his life, wasting his time on Earth. That's good. That is sweet. So you're over him at this point? You're like, he's dead to me. How long have you guys been married? 16 years, all right. Yeah, that's a long time. That's a long time. That's good that you mediocrely well, all right. So it's not much of a commitment. I've been in it for 50. What? You're angry. No, I feel like 16's good, right? 16 years of the same balls, just I don't know what you do. This is my husband. No, it's not. No, it's not. But maybe he could join us later. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you for actually reaching out and grabbing my hand. I was like, is everyone okay? What's happening? He's back from salmon fishing. I made it! I'm carrying a barrel of fish! I made it! I heard Madeline was headlining. She's locally known. She's a local headliner. So I figured salmon fishing for the first 15 minutes would be fine. But anyway, for those of you who are married, and I know my in-laws are here tonight, and I'm horrified. Horrified. I've been doing stand-up comedy for 2 years. This is the first time that they've seen me live in person, and at the end of the night, we're breaking up. We're not. They're actually never speaking to me again. So I'm just go big or go home. So they're married, and they've been married for a long time. How long? I don't even know. I'm not part. 34 in October. 34. What? 16? Get out of here! No, 34. That's really good. And my parents have been married for even 33 on Friday. I was gonna say even longer. I just wanted my parents to be the champions. I was like, they've been married for 100 years. They're the best. They're only 56, but don't worry about the math. I feel like for those of you who are married, and those of you who have gone through the process, I will say, hush. a hush fell over the room because everyone was like, is feminism gonna happen? Because I've had enough of these female comedians talking about their rights. Like, time to go. I am gonna say something. If you guys don't like it, you can just swing upon one of these chandeliers and everything's gonna be fine. But I do feel like when you are a lady and you're engaged to be married, you're betrothed, and you're the bride, there's a lot of pressure put upon you to look a certain way, to be a certain way. Your body is unacceptable. Like, has anybody here, anyone who's gotten married or just any woman in general, ever looked at like Pinterest or a bridal magazine? Yeah. And there's literally articles where it's like, you need to lose 100 pounds by tomorrow. You're like, then I'll die. And they're like, good. Why do you eat? Oh no, I need food to live. I'm sorry. Sorry for being a woman. I'm so sorry. But it's funny because I feel like for the brides, there's a lot of pressure put on them, and there's a whole thing built around it. There's a whole industry built around it. Like, have you guys? I'm sure some of you have seen the channel TLC. Has anybody seen Yes, TLC. It's like hoarders, pedophiles, and bridal shows. In between the hoarders and the pedophiles, they're like bridal shows. Keep your chin up, and you're like, oh, is there a rapist on here? Okay, moving on. And TLC used to have this show called Bridalplasty. Oh, you were so excited. You were like, oh, I've heard of it. That reference rings true. Bridalplasty, for you thought, bridalplasty, literally the concept of bridalplasty is they take a very sad woman, a woman who hates everything about herself internally, and they bring her in, and they're like, listen, I know he said he loved you for that face, but that face fucking sucks. We're gonna cut that face off, we're gonna sew a new face on you. And then like at your wedding, you're like crying tears of blood. Like, oh my god, TLC is gonna be beautiful. Oh my god, thank you so much. I'm finally a real woman. And it happens not just on TLC, but like in actual real life too. Like I felt like the closer that it got, and also I'm sorry that I'm like complaining so much about like the happiest day. I'm like, it's really hard when all your dreams come true. Like white woman whine. I'm like, it's really hard when your parents finance your dreams so they become a reality. I hate being privileged. But it's a little hard, I don't know. Difficult in some ways. Leading up to my wedding, I felt like a lot of other women felt like it was perfectly acceptable to just point out like all my physical flaws, like in case I hadn't realized. Like I was leaving work and I told my coworker that I was going to the gym, like a normal human being. I was like, I'm going to the gym, goodbye. And she goes, oh, trying to lose weight for the wedding? That was kind of a cunty thing to say. Will this physique not do for someone to love me for eternity? So I just like saw off an arm and have a bone arm jutting out? Would that be better? I was like, I'm gonna try to lose all my body weight and die. And then my dad can just drag my lifeless corpse down the aisle. All my aunts would be like crying, like she's finally the right size. She can finally move to Pittsburgh. Thank you for giving me an applause break for just shitting on Pittsburgh. We hate it. We all hate it. We can all be like bound together. I feel like it would just be easier to be the groom. Generally, I just feel like, right? It would just be easier. It would be easier. It would be easier. Ladies! Like high five everyone. You know what I'm talking about, ladies? That's like the kind of comedian I become. I feel like it would be way easier to be the groom because as the groom, you can literally just show up like day of the wedding, like half covered in vomit, you know? And like all your groomsmen are like, bro, you look amazing. Did you wash your hair? What a lucky lady, bro. What a lucky lady. But the good thing, well, I was going to say the good thing, like there's one good thing about being married. I've counted it, there's one. One good thing about being married is that then once you have that partner and you're settled in, you have like a little buddy system. You have somebody to help you with things that you don't know how to do with your silly little woman mind. So that comes let's be real, I don't know what to do when a car breaks down. I know as a strong woman, I should just like bite the tire off of my teeth. But I don't know how. And I realized that I don't know what to do when a car breaks down because my car broke down in North Tonawanda. Are you okay? You were like, yeah! All my bros live there! Like, what? Do you know of it? Do you know? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's gross. I'm sorry. Literally disgusting. It's a suburb of Buffalo where just like all the way trash of Buffalo like go to die. I did a show there because my comedy career is like skyrocketing. I was like, this will be good. I did a show there in a Betty Boop theme bar, so things were going great. The night was at an all-time high. And I was supposed to do 20 minutes, but apparently a man in the crowd also decided that he was going to do 20 minutes. Didn't get the memo. And he was one of those guys, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced a person like this before, but he was one of those guys who you didn't even have to turn around to know that he wasn't going to have any teeth. Do you know the type? You just hear the sound of their voice and you're like, there's no teeth. No teeth in that equation. He was like with his band of juggalos. I was like, Comedy Central, here I come. Ready for Marty and the Juggalos. When I was a little girl, I dreamed of this day. And now here it is. And so the night started well with Marty, ended well with my car breaking down. But thankfully, when my car broke down, it had a bunch of drunk men in their 20s. Which is an ideal situation when your car breaks down, because for straight men, and I don't mean to be like sweeping generalizations, but I feel like for straight men, oftentimes when a car breaks down, talking directly to my lover, when a car breaks down, I feel like this is like their one shot, and they get so excited. They're like, oh my god, I can prove to her I'm like a true man, and like later we're gonna mate, and it's gonna be great. And you're like, oh no, I'm a damsel. Oh. And so my car broke down, they got so excited, they were like, Madeline, I know what it is! It's your battery, it's your alternator, it's your carburetor, I'm just gonna stick my dick in it, it's gonna be fine! It's gonna be fine! The men are here! Oh, praise him. And so they told me to put my car into neutral. They were like, put your car into neutral and we'll push it. So I put it into neutral and they pushed it into another person's car. Thank you for that. Thank you. So the next day I got it towed. And I was in Buffalo, so I didn't really know the area, but I was like, I don't know, I'll just get it towed to Pep Boys because they have giant heads and tiny bodies, so I assumed filled with knowledge about automobiles. So I got it towed to Pep Boys. And I found that conversely for men, when I go into an auto repair shop, I become like a 1940s housewife because I just want to set my gender back as far as possible and like get like an adorable discount, you know? Thing where you're like, oh, my brain's been removed. All right, little lady, you're an idiot. Here you go. So I went in. Thank you. You're like, I know, men always think I'm an idiot. It's like griping a woman in society. I went in and they told me that it was going to be $700. I was like, that's upsetting. So I have 20 in my checking account. You guys, side note, I love that you guys are all here loving this. Here's a little peek into a comedian's life. And this isn't against Photo City, because they're like paying me in like real American dollars, so like, they're great. But oftentimes as a comedian, you'll do a show, and then they're like, your pay is one drink ticket. And you're like, I need money to live. And they're like, 2 hard ciders for you. Oh my god, I'm so glad I got a BA degree in theater. It was worth it. So anyway, that was just a side note. Just want to throw that out there so everyone can give me all their money later if they want. I don't have to, but I will be standing outside and waiting. Thank you. They told me it was going to be $700, and I was like, well, that's unacceptable. So I became a 1940s housewife, and I was like, Well, I don't know much about cars, boys. All I know about is baking pies and lovemaking with my mouth, you see? $700. Well, my husband only gave me $5. That's my weekly allowance. Will that cover it? Would you boys like to see a hairy titty? Because they're Italian, so they like that, right? Racial jokes. Are the Pep Boys Italian? I don't know. I always assume because of their mustaches, I was like, they must be. I don't know about their.
Manny, Mo, and Jack.
What'd you say?
The Manny, Mo, and Jack.
Oh, that's their names?
Yeah.
Are you like a part of their family? Those are my brothers. They have a rare condition in their head. Why would you bring it up? It's not funny. I'm leaving. So sorry. Manny, Mo, and Jack.
Yeah.
Cool names. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Not Italian. I can't. I was just stereotyping. I'm so sorry, you guys. Let's get back to the PC version of this show. Let's not bring race into it. Let's talk about my boobs. My boobs do grow a little bit of hair on them. Is anybody else? I said that last night, and this man in the back was like, "Me too." Thanks. That doesn't make me feel better about it. I'm like, wow, okay, great, you validated me. Thanks, sir. They do. And my husband knows because we live in a very small apartment. Like I pretend it's a one bedroom, but like really it's a studio, and we like put our bed in the closet. It's like a fire hazard. It's like literally a fire hazard, but don't worry about it, it's fine. Like I'm gonna get a lot of drink tickets later or something. Move into a new apartment. But yeah, we live in a very small apartment, and I was inspired by did you guys ever see that documentary on Netflix where it's like tiny houses, you know? Yeah, right? And they're like, they like fold everything up. They're like, our clothes are in here, and our baby goes in the freezer. And you're like, like, is your baby dead? They're like, probably, I don't know. My house is 400 square feet. I don't have time for a baby. So I put it in the fucking freezer. I was at my sister-in-law's baby shower, and one very inquisitive woman was like, Madeline, when's your shower? Maybe when I don't live in a goddamn studio apartment. Is that an appropriate question to ask? But yeah, we live in a studio apartment, and it's fine. It's good. It's whatever. Everything's going great. It's a nice building though. It's a really nice building. It's like one of the nicest buildings that I've ever lived in all my 3 years of living in apartments. And it's got a fitness center in the basement. So it's like nice. And my husband was like, "Oh, now you can get rid of your gym membership. You don't have to do that anymore." And I was like, "Don't be ridiculous," because I love going to the Pittsford RAC. Never gonna give that up. I love it. I love it. For any of you that don't, it's great. It's great. It's like a pretty cheap membership. And if you don't live in Pittsburgh, you could come in and be like the lone peasant woman. Alms for the poor. And they're like, "Get out of here. I have a satchel of gold." And they just take you Zumba away. It's like amazing. Don't give me with your satchel of priceless jewels. But it's great. It's a great place to go work out. And I really like to do group classes. I feel like that's great. I love to be like with middle-aged white women like dancing to Latin grooves. I'm like, this is where I'm at home. Zumba. I love Zumba. Who else loves Zumba? It's so like white women, right? It's like white women love Zumba. It's like not for us, but we love. It's great. I love it. And one of the classes I go to has this like real spitfire of an instructor. Like she's like still going, you know, she's still got it. And at the beginning of every class, she'll go, "Ladies, number one rule of Zumba: what happens at Zumba stays at Zumba."